Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, the Brad Singh Mikhail, TPLF chairman, talked to the media, congratulated people of Tigray on New Year Eve. But what he said was basically a political talk, a narrative. I think he responded to Getachew's interview last night. Getachew was interviewed and he leveled some allegations against TPLF and former Tigray government. Secondly, Tigania speaking ENDF members have been pardoned. Those who were found involved in uh, treason, I would say, they have been pardoned. And lastly, Ethiopia reportedly planning to hold joint military drills with Somaliland. Egypt planning to hold military maneuvers with Somalia, Ethiopia with Somaliland, it seems. Except from Tigray, viewers, where we know that TPLF's the President Gabriel Mikhail and Getachew Reda are involved in war of words, accusing each other, leveling allegations against each other. For almost a month, we have been seeing this political turmoil in Tigray worsening. No signs of de-escalation so far. Where will it end? How will it stop? No one knows. Yesterday was a big day when Tadesse Varede imposed a ban on public political gatherings. He opposed new appointments, dismissals by Tigray interim government. Getachew responded to it. He rejected the decisions of Tadesse Varede. He questioned the legitimacy of the decision made by Tadesse Varede, saying that Tadesse Varede was part of security force which was working under Tigray interim government. And Getachew Reda, in his interview, accused TPLF government, pre 2021 government, before the start of war government, that this government could not stop the war, could not prevent the war. Secondly, Getachew said that the Pretoria deal saved TPLF, as if it was a deal of capitulation. Debrett's Gabriel Mikhail today appeared and he responded to Getachew's allegations. Sebastian is TPLF chairman. He basically congratulated the people of Tigray, people of Ethiopia on New Year Eve, but basically it was a political talk. Debretsian firstly said that when he was the president of Tigray, before the start of war, tried to prevent the war. He talked to relevant parties, but federal government did not accept solutions proposed by Tigray government. So TPLF's Tigray government is not responsible for the breakout of this war. Firstly, he said that. During the war, too, he said he contacted international diplomats to stop the war. He said he talked to Anthony Blinken, he talked to Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, he talked to Chinese delegation to, he wanted to stop the war. And then his party held talks with federal government in Djibouti, in South Africa. Why? Because TPLF wanted peace. So he wants to prove that his party, his government has always been calling for peace. He and his party do not believe in war as a solution to problems. Because Getachew side is portraying TPLF, the Debretsian wing, as if it is inciting another armed conflict. So he said peace is first strategic choice of TPLF. TPLF tried to prevent the war, it could not happen. Federal government is responsible. Secondly, he talked about the dissolution of Tigray government. He accused negotiators like Getachew Reda and Sad Khan that they agreed on dissolution of Tigray government without consulting other TPLF leaders who were not part of discussions like Debretsion Gebremichael. And basically, he's implying that Getachew group wanted to be in power in Tigray. That is why it agreed to dissolve the Tigray government formed after the election held in Tigray in 2020. So he is rejecting Getachew Reda's allegations, saying that he wants peace. His party wants peace. People are deliberately trying to create an artificial threat to the people of Tigray by saying that TPLF wants another war. TPLF does not want another war. TPLF wants issues to be solved through that. He said that Tigray people, TPLF, want to live peacefully with Eritreans too. He asked Eritrean government that the two parties, Tigray and Eritrea, should hold talks to solve their issues. Basically, he tried to prove that his party believes in negotiations, dialogue, to end conflicts, to find solutions to problems. His entire talk has nothing to do with New Year. Basically, the same war of words between Getachew and the Betsin groups, which we have been seeing for the last few weeks, is ongoing. Secondly, viewers, again, speaking, ENDF members have been pardoned when war broke out in northern Ethiopia in November 2020. Hundreds of ENDF members, soldiers, officers, they were arrested. Some were accused of supporting Tigray forces in that war. Some were suspected of having links with TPLF, etc. They were put in prisons. Some were freed. Some were put on trial. Today, the Ethiopian government pardoned 178 ENDF soldiers and officers who were from Tigray. They were accused of treason. So they supported TPLF, Tigray side in that war. That is why they were prosecuted. They were punished too. Now they've been pardoned. Charges dropped against them. Prosecuted means they were found guilty. TPLF has been calling for their release, by the way. Tigray government has been calling for their release. 178 have been pardoned and freed from prison, reportedly. Lastly, viewers, Ethiopia Somaliland joint military exercises going to be conducted. It is being reported by sources close to the developments that Ethiopia and Somaliland are planning to hold military maneuvers. Horn of Africa is seeing lots of military activities. Egyptian troops arriving in Somalia, Ethiopian military making moves in Somali region, Ethiopia training Somaliland's forces, Eritrea training Somalia's forces, Turkey training Somalia's forces. What is happening in Sudan is worse than all other developments. Djibouti being accused of backing, arming, training anti-Somaliland forces. Egypt and Somalia are also planning to hold military drills. Ethiopia flexed its military muscles in Somali region a few days ago when Eastern Command founding ceremony was held, attended by top Ethiopian military elite. Weapons were on display too. Military parade was held there too. Egypt, Somalia planning military maneuvers close to Ethiopian border reportedly. Ethiopia, Somaliland making similar plans too. Egypt arming Somalia, Ethiopia will arm Somaliland. Egypt training Somalia's forces, Ethiopia training Somaliland forces. This is the security situation in the Horn of Africa. Let's hope that better sense prevails. Otherwise, The region is seeing unprecedented tensions. Armed conflicts could erupt if there is no dialogue to de escalate the situation. End quote.